there's only so much a business owner or a manager can do for pay, um, especially when you think it's pretty fair for the market,
Mm-hmm.
and others are more than fair, and others are above average. It's like analyzing it case by case, but I looked at all of them, and I was just thinking, like, why can't everybody see what I see?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's whenever we met.
Yeah.
Like, fairly, whenever I was trying to figure something out, we met. And then you launched your class with the church.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, man, I really wish that I can get all my guys to go do this class. But that's a very hard sell. Like, number one, you're talking about finances. And then number two, you're talking about church. And those are like two like ultra sensitive topics. And I'm, always up for it. But I, whenever we kind of like formed a friendship, I was like, I bet he would be open to something like this.
Mm.
And I figured
You were
that,
correct.
right, yeah, yeah. So whenever we first initially talked about it, is really like, I saw what the church offered and what it did, but that's the church,
Mm.
and that is like goal number one and priority number one is it's always for the people,
Mm.
it's always for the congregation and for the kingdom. Um, and of course, I always want to steer our business for the congregation that of our employees and for the people and
Yeah.
for the kingdom, but it is a business,
Yeah.
it is set up differently. Um, so yeah, that's when I just wanted what you were doing for our congregation and our mutual interests and passions. I wanted it for my people that I care about, that I
Yeah.
want to succeed. And yeah, and here we sit.
Here we sit. You say that I was thinking about what you said. Like, I feel like finance and church, but also finances alone. It's such outside of somebody's social security number, like that's probably the
Right.
next thing that they're holding dear. And
Right.
so obviously me coming in and having buy-in from you is very helpful because it's like, hey, we trust obviously our boss, our leader. And so, well, wait, who's this guy coming in? So we kind of, in that sense, I definitely needed you because even though I just walked in here and was like, hey, I just still need a little vouching to
Right.
get
Yeah.
in because,
Yeah.
and the guys were attentive. I think it's been great. Obviously, we've seen good results.
Yeah.
So I would say this, I guess a question I really want to ask is, before we partnered, was there anything that you were noticing about maybe financial stress in the workplace? I know you had mentioned earlier there was like these comments in between, and not like probably purposeful, but just like,
Yeah. I mean, it's always difficult to tell when somebody's like joking or somebody is making conversation or simply being petty,
yeah,
because I've seen it all and I've heard it all. But that would be the biggest thing, is like just offhanded comments, or when somebody genuinely comes to me about like, hey, I'm struggling, or you know, hey, I have a busted pipe at my house, and I don't have the $2,000 it's going to take, or I mean, that's pretty conservative. It's really like $6,000, like they don't have an emergency fund, and I'm like, I know what you make, and that blows my mind.
yeah,
That you don't have enough to cover like a plumbing issue
yeah,
or an emergency or something like that, and it sat heavy on me. Um, I can't manage my people's finances. Number one, I don't have enough time in the day.
yeah,
But then number two, like, they are a bunch of grown adults,
yeah,
and they need to, but I don't want to just like sit back and judge them and think like, I can't believe you don't have this.
yeah.
If you truly care about them, how can you foreseeably set them up for success?
Practical.
What's some practical tools you can give them? And then we met,
Yeah. And
you
that,
know,
hey, and like I said,
practical tool is camp.
it, I'll take that. I think that's also, one of the things is they're still like, hey, I can lead you all the way here, but then still, I'm going to offer it to you as a
Right.
benefit, but you still have to do the work, right?
Yeah.
You have to,
Yeah.
we can put you in front of the right people, the right tools. I say this in class, like I can give you everything that you need, but you still
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah. And I
Which,
think that's important too. And I think, like, at the end of the day, I'm not looking for a bunch of high fives and handshakes.
yeah,
I want them to feel proud of themselves. You know, that's important to me too.
Yeah.
If I can give them a tool that helps them, that's great. But I'm not looking for like a hug.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the cool part about it is if you can give them back some sort of semblance of control and like a game plan, and this is how you get back in control, you know?
It's been fun. It really is that first, trying to figure things out, making sure that things are it's new for them because it's like, wait, I got to share my deepest, darkest, what I really
Right.
owe. And,
Yeah.
I don't really, and that first month is always cool because it's like, well, hey, like actually, I always say this most of the time, out of all the clients we've dealt with, probably 90, let's say 97% of them, the money's always there to be able to live
Right.
comfortably, or what they now it may be going everywhere, but it's not
Right.
really systemized. It's not going to the right place. So I'm glad, one, I wish I had a boss that would have invested in me. I had a great one, but this was not an opportunity for me to be able to do
Right.
that at an early
Yeah.
age or be able to do it. Thanks for tuning in for a short snippet of what's to come. Be sure to check out the full video here.